Flame on its revolution, baby. For I am Dragon Barrows. I've watched a point in Wrestling with Regrets What If during the Attitude Era. And one of the points was, what if Owen Hart didn't die? He was supposed to have won the Intercontinental title from The Godfather at Over the Edge. And but yet they after Jeff Jarrett won it in a tribute. And would he have gone on to become the World Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight title or World Heavyweight Champion? I, to be honest with you, would not think that he would have been the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion. And also because of the politics with his brother Bret, his in-laws, the British Bulldog, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, it would not have been gone down well for Bret, for Owen, as prior to that, Austin had his neck, well, he was tipped upside down and given a reverse pile driver, not a tombstone, as some stupid fans or stupid people would call it. I could see Owen battling against Jeff Jarrett, making things a bit hard, things going off, China, Jeff versus Owen, Intercontinental title, the figure four leg lock versus the sharpshooter, and that sort of mentality going on. But really, that would have been a storyline. It could have been a three way with the Godfather. You got the man with the hose. You got a man of tradition. Two men versus one man from, or two men who are multi-generational wrestlers, and you got Deborah on one corner. You got tradition and Deborah in one corner. You got tradition, just plain old straight tradition in the other, and you got an more of a brawler style wrestler. Oh, this recent addition to my wrestling collection, but that's beside the point. And it is a world heavyweight title, so he could. I can see this. Owen challenges for the world heavyweight title. He beats Steve Austin in a clean match, or what would be dubbed as a clean match. But then Austin and some of Austin's mates would go, "Hey, he cheated." Show some bizarre footage of the blue blazer, a mysterious person wearing the blue blazer outfit, putting put some sort of sleep, some sort of minor dose of an animal tranquilizer. Austin looks like he's a bit groggy. Come down to the ring. Owen Hart beats him with a spinning leg, with a jumping spinning leg lariat. 1, 2, and 3. A second Hart brother wins the WWF version of this. But let me just take this out of the site. Also, with all that going on, he would have been stripped, and something like, oh, it wasn't put into the record books properly, therefore it was not considered to be a proper championship reign. Therefore, Owen Hart was not the WWF World Heavyweight Champion. And I can see Owen doing this. You know what my theme song is? Enough is enough, and it's time for a change. And you know what? He raises up the WWF, like a piece of paper with the WWF on it, rip it, and people think, oh no, not another Hart going to WCW. But Owen goes, you know what, this has become pathetic. Honestly, the WWF is pathetic. My brother, seen sense. My brother-in-laws have seen sense. They are now working for WCW. But you know what? I don't like them either. They're nothing but a bunch of southern backwoodsy wrestling. And they can't even pronounce wrestling properly. They have to go with wrestling. And he proceeds by spelling RAZZLING. Wrestling. World Championship of Wrestling. And he goes on, makes fun of how they pronounce things, and goes, I've been paying attention to a certain group in Philly. I am all about brotherly love. I'm all about the growth and development of new talent, unlike this company. And more so, WC, and go with the full extreme way. And he does WC, does the Austin salute, W, and then everyone goes, and what the hell? He's not jumping ship to WCW. Where is he going to go? By that stage, Owen's contract would have come up, or it went bye-bye. Then, you hear, not a Hart theme, but you would have heard. Let me just quickly go here. This is on. I'm doing audio. See. Okay, oops, wrong one. Front lines. Sound effect. Then you peer over to the Paul Heyman-led ECW only to hear this. Then everyone goes, and then everyone looks up the aisle, and Paul Heyman's already in the ring, crying, dancing around, being dancing like a complete idiot. Going, yes, we finally got a beautiful member of a dynasty. This talent, he is the greatest of his family. Then you hear the like the flatline bit go beep 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 beep. Everything. Then the crowd goes, "What the hell is going on?" Then you hear then you would hear some sort of late 90s metal. Like, let me see. Then you would think of, for me, something along the Metallica line. Let me see.
Right now, at Ford, you can get more for free. Like great driveway prices, plus up to 5...
And hear this. Like bombs going off, the siren screams and that, the explosion after the heartbeat. You hear this. Because it sounds like a heartbeat going.
Never know what has happened to him. Had I not been sure of this, I would not have permitted him to live.
But take out the speech audio.
I need more.
And just take out all this.
Something to do with young men killing each other.
All these.
When it comes to my
All these boys over his father, the doctors, army personnel, and just like this. Just along that, you know, here, just like a repeat of the opening riff to Metallica's One, along with the flatline heartbeat. Dun, 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 dun. Just hearing that, and I was thinking, hang on, it has a beat. Then Paul Heyman says, "I can't take this anymore. Time for the ECW version of a heart transplant." Points up the aisle. Then the music starts to billow up a bit more. Then it goes into the more hyped up part of that Metallica song. Like it goes, like, you know, like the really heavy G. Doctor. All of it is the instrumental version of Metallica's One. And you just see Brett just going, not Brett, like Owen just going, yep. He goes into the ring and goes, you know what, guys? Tommy Dreamer may be the spirit of ECW. Terry Funk may be the senile old brain of ECW. The Sandman may be the blood of ECW. And guess what? Now, I am the extreme heart of the ECW. Drops the mic, walks out. Then he would have a rivalry with more like the grappler wrestlers at the time. Like all sorts of stuff, you know, like Sabu comes racing, he does his match. Then, right at the pinnacle, like, after Owen Hart being literally an unstoppable submission machine, grappling submission machine, it gets the ire of the human suplex machine, the human submission machine. I'm talking about T-A-Z, Taz. He comes down and goes, you know what, Owen? Your father is just like your brothers. He's weak. And you know your friend Chris Benoit, who was here? Weak. Davey Boy, weak. He came here and I busted him up. No wonder he cried like a little female dog to WCW. Hell, Jim, he ain't worth tying my boots. And your brother Brett? Hoo-hoo. Don't get me started on that arrogant, the most arrogant in the past, the most arrogant in the future, and the most arrogant of the present. He ain't the hitman, he's the man. Which, at this stage, Owen would have gotten more of a bit more of a push on the heel, not on the heel side, but the face side, where he would go, you know what, Taz? You might be right about my family. My brother didn't care about me back when I had already beaten him for the WWF title. All of his friends are crying like little schoolgirls, saying that Owen stole something of Brett. And you know what the WWF did? They gave him the rematch, and guess why I lost the title? You know what? You're right about my brother. He is the most arrogant wrestler of all time. You're right about my brother-in-law Davey. He was nothing without my father giving him all the help he could get. Jim, a complete nobody. He needed me to be relevant. He needed Brett to be relevant. He's not even relevant himself. He needs other people to be relevant. Me, I don't. As you see right here, my head was busted open. I was bleeding on the ground, in the ring, on these ropes, on the turnbuckles. And you know what? I almost snapped people's spines with a sharpshooter. And you know what? Since you are now the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, guess what? And to show disrespect to that pathetic loser of the franchise, Shane Douglas, all the dead wrestlers who were the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, who are now dead, their souls reside in me. And you know what? I kicked your ass like I'm gonna rip Taz apart and rip his spine out. Then you got a rivalry between Taz, Owen Hart, and Shane Douglas, because Owen Hart now is a traditional style wrestler who barely uses weaponry, but yet he shows his hands. He shows that he is the extreme beating heart of the Hart family. Sorry, this had a bit of an itch from the tongue. Back to the point. Then I can see at the end of ECW him facing Rhino for the unification of the TV and world titles, and it comes to a draw. Rhino stays television champion, Owen stays world champion, and ECW closes. Then the invasion happens. And you can say that, and he could have said, Paul, Mr. McMahon, Miss McMahon, you know your poster boy, Steve Austin? And he comes somewhat like in the middle of the invasion angle. He goes, I'm the one who broke his freaking neck. I'm the one who made Taz tap out. I am the one who in the dungeon made Chris Benoit scream like a little schoolgirl. I am the most dangerous force here in the Alliance. But what do? You praise a man who lost the WCW Championship belt to an outsider. Booker T, you're not a 5-time WCW champion. You are the 5-time WCW sucker. Austin, I broke your neck once, and I'll break it again if you ever cross me. Then you got all the ECW guys going, okay, okay. Then you got the WCW guys going, okay, he must be really that dangerous. Then he goes, you know what? I nearly snapped Ken Shamrock's leg. I was trained by Dan Severn in Ultimate Fighting, which now can be said mixed martial arts, but back then it was just UFC. And Rob, last time Sabu and I met, I broke his back. How is Sabu anyway? He becomes that unknown force. The WWE, they want him because he knows the weaknesses of the Alliance, but yet the Alliance want him because he is that dangerous. He can destroy the WWF. like he goes into the Alliance camp. He goes to the WWF. Like the WWF guys are in the ring. Vince is talking. He comes down to the ring with "Enough is enough." Like the whole Metallica one mixed with his Jim Johnson one, you know. Enough is enough. Like did that Metallica one song. And it's time for a change, you know, all through the instrumental with the heartbeat and the beat. And he goes, you know what, Vince? You need my service more now, more than ever. That guy in the ring that you got beside you, the Olympian. Well, he was allegedly winning the Olympic gold medal with a broken neck. I was winning championship belts here. I was winning and later on I won championship belts in ECW. Which is true. He during that time would have happened if Owen Hart lived. Then the evasion thing happens. Both of them say that he is a part of their team, and Owen Hart goes, "Get lost, you guys. I've wrestled the best that both sides have to offer, and you know what? You are nothing. And besides, this contract was temporary. I just wanted to watch every member of the WWF. I wanted to watch every member of the Alliance squirm like fishes. Shane, I wanted you to squirm and be like that little schoolboy from many years ago, begging for someone to notice you. You were doing that to me. Vince, I seen what you did. You're acting like when you were facing the US government, when you were about to be indicted with drug charges. Firstly you wanted me, then you despised me, then you wanted me, then you despised me, then you want me, then you despise me, then you want me. You know what? I was in here all the time with you. I wanted your mind to be that screwed up. It was something that you did to my father. Not giving Brett the true chance that he was rightfully deserved. And you know what? Thank goodness that damn Eric Bischoff didn't show up in this alliance angle. Because I would have told him what I thought of him when he was treating my family like crap. You know what? If he does come here, this place sucks. And he's just gonna bring this place down. Pipe bomb. And this is him with the WWF guys on in the ring, and the WCW, ECW guys on the top of the ramp. He's wrestling for a while. He does some world. He does a bit of a tour of the world. Fights in the WWA World Wrestling All Stars. Becomes their heavyweight champion. And in the same point, Jeff Jarrett becomes the NWA TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Both competing, both losing each respective company's championship, gaining the championship, losing the championship, gaining the championship. Only when it comes to a point when AWA was not exactly doing well in finances, TNA was. TNA buys out the AWA, and it was a unification match for the soul, for the person who can walk out saying that they are the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And with that, Jeff has a lot of stakes in it, and Owen just wants to retire. So Owen is booked to lose to Jeff Jarrett. He retires, and at this stage, he would be in the Hall of Fame as a singles competitor, later on becoming a two-time Hall of Famer with the rest of the Hart family. First it will be Bret, then Owen, then the Hart family being inducted into the Hall of Fame, which would have been this past year. And Owen does some sporadic things, does a few things now and then, and would be now Natalia's manager. And that's what I see for Owen Hart up to this point, as to say, what if he didn't die? I've been Dragon Barrows, and burn you later.